Hi everyone! Today we're going to take a look at the best PC fans in the market for this year. First, we're going to show you our top 10 best picks, and we'll talk about what you should look for before buying a best PC fans. You can find links to all of the products we've mentioned in this video down in the description below. Let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have RCTIC P12 PWM PSD. The Arctic P12 is a pressure-optimized PWM 120mm fan. It sports a 5-blade design, fluid dynamic bearing, that has a unique way of dispersing the air. The P12 is optimized for static pressure. This means the air that passes through the fans is focused in a single area, which then creates a region of high air pressure. In terms of cooling, the Arctic P12 is very efficient and ideal for heatsinks. You can also use it on your PC casing. It has a small magnetic ring that powers the motor. Compared to the earlier Arctic products, the addition of the magnetic rings allows the P12 to run more efficiently. The technology makes the fan more energy efficient and reduces the temperature of the coil. The fan has a great RPM range. It can run at speeds ranging from 200 RPM to 1800 RPM. The speed can be easily regulated via a 4-pin connector and can be linked with other cooling fans using Arctic sharing technology. It is also incredibly quiet at any operating speed. Compared to older models, the Arctic P12 runs 10 degrees cooler. The low coil temperature doubles the longevity of the air cooler, making it reliable. The Arctic P12 also has a 0 dB mode. When the PWM signal is less than 5%, the fan turns to silent mode, making your PC incredibly quiet. Moving on to the next, number 2 would be Quiet, Pure Wings 2. Many people think that the most expensive fans are the most silent of them all. For the Be Quiet, in Pure Wings 2 that is not the case. Be Quiet is a German-based company that offers incredible cooling solutions for your gaming PC. The Pure Wings 2 is most suited for water-cooled and air-cooled systems. It has 2 extra blades compared to the earlier model, which enhances the fan's airflow capabilities. The Pure Wings 2 is quieter than its previous iteration. The 120 variant makes the fan popular amongst PC builders. Pure Wings 2 has a speed of 2000 RPM, which you can regulate using your motherboard controls. The fans create around 36.3 decibels, which is a really impressive number in terms of performance. The blades of the Pure Wings 2 are optimized for efficient airflow. The surface helps minimize air turbulence, providing streamlined airflow. The fans have a rubberized frame that reduces the transfer of vibration noises. To further reduce the vibration, the Pure Wings 2 is an anti-vibration system that is very easy to install. It consists of a high-quality rifle bearing technology inside that guarantees 80,000 hours of whisper quiet operation. Be Quiet. Pure Wings 2 is a perfect option for silence enthusiasts who want to build a really quiet system. It is one of the best static pressure fans of 120 in the market. It also has great value for money and fantastic cooling performance. The number 3 position is held by Noctua NF-A12 X25 PWM. The Noctua NF-A12 X25 is a static fan that focuses heavily on performance. One thing you will notice straight away is how close the blades are to the frame. It has a clearance of about 0.5 mm, which allows for a much tighter air channel. The blades spin at a speed of 2000 RPM, which is common for most static fans. The impeller is made from Noctua's own liquid crystal polymer known as Redux. It has high tensile strength compared to typical fan materials such as ABS or PBT. The product looks quite premium, and the Redux polymer has a nice overall finish. The fans themselves are a bit heavier than your typical case fan of the same size. The extra weight comes from the reinforced brass motor, which creates a stable and rigid structure. It also has anti-vibration mounts. This improves the effectiveness of the fan and also the acoustic performance. The cable that is attached to the air cooler is short, which makes it perfect for a CPU cooler. If you want to use the Noctua NF-A12 X25 as a case fan, then you can simply attach the included adapter with it. The NF-A12 X25 is the best Noctua case fan you can get right now. Aside from the anti-vibration mounts, the product comes with a radiator gasket, an extension, and a Y cable. This is great if you want to operate 2 PWM fans. Next at number 4, we have Thermaltake Pure 12 Arc, with 3 static fans and a controller in a single package. You don't have to worry about your PC getting hot anymore. The 9 addressable LED fans provide excellent cooling performance. The Pure 12 ARC has a maximum speed of 1500 RPM. It provides a balanced airflow and is ideal for any PC casing or water cooling application. The RGB fans come with 16.8 million colors. This allows you to set the color according to the theme of your PC. For instance, if your PC components, such as the motherboard or GPU, have red-colored patterns to them, then you can set the lighting to red to match the theme. Pure 12 ARC supports Aura Sync. If you have Aura-enabled components in your PC, then you can synchronize the Aura components together. The fans have 4 different lighting settings for you to choose from. Using the settings that go well with other components in your PC will complement your gaming rig. If your motherboard doesn't have a header to control the air coolers, you can use the controller that comes with the bundle. Using the controller, you can change the colors of the fans and alter their speeds. The anti-vibration mounting system dampens any shakes while the fans are operating at the highest speed settings. The hydraulic pairing feature reduces the friction in the air cooler. This eliminates any annoying noise caused by vibration and contributes to silent operation. The number 5 position is held by Corsair M120 Pro 120 Premium Magnetic Levitation RGB LED PWM fan. Corsair is known for its stylish and premium style fans, and the M120 Pro is no exception to that rule. The M120 Pro has unique features in the form of magnetic levitation. The fan has a magnetic bearing to spin the fan blades, compared to the normal bearings you will find in most fans. This, along with the mounted anti-vibration rubber dampers in the corners of the M120, increases longevity and makes the fan a lot quieter. M120 Pro has a maximum speed of 2400 RPM. The flow type of the M120 is a static pressure type and has PWM control. The airflow of the M120 is from 12 to 75 CFM. It also has a sound level of 16 to 37 dBA, which is quite silent compared to other air coolers of a similar type. The PWM connector allows you to control various settings of the M120 Pro. By controlling the speed of the air cooler, you can either reduce the speed to decrease the noise or maximize the RPM to increase the cooling performance. The RGB LED lights are mounted in the center of the M120. This gives the light an even and clean look across the fan blades. As the air coolers are connected via the PWM connector, the M120 will stay bright through the RPM range. The M120 can be synced with other Corsair devices that have Corsair Link support. It comes with Corsair's Lighting Node Pro that provides various lighting effects. This makes it one of the best 120 static pressure fans available. M120 Pro has corners that are replaceable. You can purchase different colored corners from Corsair, or paint them to match the color of your build. The number 6 position is dominated by Noctua NF-F12 PWM Premium Quiet Fan. Do you have a powerful gaming computer with fans that are a bit too noisy? Would you like to have a silent, running PC? If that's the case, then the Noctua NF-12 PWM might be exactly what you are looking for. The constructions of the NF-F12 may seem very simple at first, but there are a lot of things going on in the frame itself. The build quality is solid and durable. The fan blades are very close to the edge of the frame. This helps to reduce the warping effect and increases its longevity and performance. NF-F12 also has fan blades that have a teeth-like design. The design helps to cut the air passing through the air cooler to help disperse the noise production. The focus flow frame provides great static pressure and fantastic cooling results. The 120 fan has a short power cable. The short cable gives you flexibility when using it as a CPU cooler. It also comes with an extension cable so you can use it as a case air cooler. In terms of quality, the Noctua NF-F12 has an outstanding cable that is fully braided and rubber coated at the ends. In terms of performance, the NF-F12 is very quiet. The air cooler operates at a speed range of 300 RPM 1500 RPM when plugged into a direct power connection. If used as a CPU cooler fan, the RPM can go much higher, around the 2000 RPM mark. The Noctua NF-F12 can be used as a case fan. It is also ideal for water cooling radiators, as well as CPU heatsinks. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Thermaltake Water 3.0 Performer C120. If you are a liquid cooling enthusiast, then you are going to love the Thermaltake Water 3.0 Performer C. This cooling solution from Thermaltake is for users who are on a budget. It consists of a single 120 fan and is attached to a 120 radiator. The radiator itself doesn't weigh a lot as it is made up of aluminum. The fans spin at a maximum speed of 2000 RPM, which minimizes any overheating issues. It has a solid pump that is reliable and continuously pumps the water to the copper plate. This keeps the plate cool at all times. You don't have to worry about the coolant getting leaked or evaporated. The tubes reduce any potential coolant loss, so refilling the coolant is not necessary. The sleeved cable of the air cooler increases its durability. The 1-foot cable provides protection from any kind of damages or scratches. The size of the cooler is quite small and will fit the majority of the PC cases. It is also very easy to man and can be done within minutes. Also, the base plate of the air cooler is made from copper that performs well by increasing the conduction of heat. Since it is an AIO cooler, it consists of a pre-filled coolant. The coolant helps decrease the stress of the liquid, increases the performance. If you want an AIO to keep your PC cool, this is a great option to consider. The number 8 position is held by Phanteks 100 Fordham PWM High Static Pressure Radiator Retail Cooling Fan. If you have a gaming PC, then you must have proper ventilation to keep the components cool. With the Phanteks 100 Fordham Phone 140 MP, you can do just that. Compared to the other fans in the series, the Phone 140 MP has redesigned blades that are made to get higher in pressure. The blades provide a higher rate of airflow, which in turn results in better cooling. The Phone 140 MP is designed to work as both a case and a cooling fan. It has a much bigger base area and a brushless magnetic DC motor. The motor eliminates any issues that may be caused due to resonance or stability. Noise has always been a problem with static pressure fans. To counter the noise, some of the key components of the air cooler have been improved. The PCBA, brushless motor, and the frame itself are modified to keep the noise levels to a minimum. The fan has a total of 7 high static pressure blades that have a large surface area. It reduces turbulence and provides a smooth, stable airflow. The Phone 140 operates at a speed of 1600 RPM. You can also reduce the speed to 500 RPM if you wish to have a quieter operation than cooling. The Phone 140 MP is very easy to install. It comes with all the necessary components for mounting and takes almost no time to install. Next at number 9, we have Corsair LL Series L140 RGB. Looking for a fancy 100 Fordham RGB fan that is going to make your gaming PC look absolutely amazing? If so, you may consider purchasing the Corsair L140 RGB. There are several RGB fans in the market, but the Corsair L140 might just be the finest in terms of how it looks during operation. The fan consists of 16 RGB LED that glow independently. There are plenty of lighting effects for you to choose from. The air cooler has 2 cables coming off from them. One is a 4-pin PWM cable that you connect to a system fan, header on your motherboard, or a fan controller. The other cable is responsible for all the LED control, which needs to be connected to the RGB LED hub. The L140 is very versatile. You can use them as case fans, or you can attach them to a radiator and it still performs great. Performance-wise, the air coolers operate anywhere between 600 RPM to 1300 RPM. The speed can be controlled using a PWM fan controller. At 1300 RPM, the fan provides high airflow, which can cool your system quite rapidly. If looks are your main priority, the Corsair L140 is one of the best 100 Fordham static pressure fans for that purpose. It is pretty quiet for the speed it delivers. Even at maximum RPM, the fan doesn't emit crazy amounts of noise. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Noctua NF-S12B Redux 1200. If you care at all about case fans, chances are Noctua is a name you already know. It's a trusted favorite among many DIY builders, and for a good reason. Noctua builds fans that last a long time, move a lot of air, and do it quietly. The problem, until recently, buying Noctua fans meant committing yourself to an ugly, heads note, beautiful khaki, and mud color scheme straight out of the 70s. Noctua was the definition of function over form, an engineering wonder that would impress any enthusiast who looked at your PC but disgust everyone else. Noctua's Redux line rectified this issue, though recasting time-tested designs in a modern gray and black look that won't detract from the rest of your PC build. And of the 2 Redux models Noctua sent over, the NF-S12B became a quick favorite. It's not as quiet nor as efficient as another blacked-out Noctua model, the NF-S12A, but it is cheap. Time was, Noctua fans meant shelling out a lot of money on your build But the NF-S12B Redux balances great performance with a budget-friendly price tag and looks great in the process. You'll find no RGB lighting here, no frills of any kind, really. But the NF-S12B's self-stabilizing oil pressure bearings will last for years while moving more air at mid-range speeds than any non-Noctua fan we tested, and somehow keeping quieter than the competition as well. It's a clear winner. That's all for today. We upload computer and accessories product review videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.